Hello everyone, this is Angelo from POC Hack, and today is going to be a long and boring post, but maybe some of you may think that this is interesting because I'll try to explain how to create an exploit from the scratch, like the whole process involved. So the first thing is to find a problem in a software. Now there is two ways to find it. One, by brute force using a fuzzer with a random program or a program that you want to try to break it, or you can try to write an exploit for something that someone else already finds something wrong with. So on my case, I look every single day Security Focus, securityfocus.com. Okay, they report when there is a buffer overflow on a specific program, so you can try to write your exploit based on someone else discovered. Okay, today I will try to explain how to find a problem on a program that was specifically wrote with a problem. Okay, so is it called Vuln Server? You can download it and then you can play yourself. You can try to break it. It has problems, but well, that's the intention of the program. So when you try to break something, there is few steps in the way. So I'm trying to make kind of list like one by one, and then you can I'll try my best to explain it, all the items that I posted on my blog. So let me read you the list of all the things that you are going to need in order to exploit this. So well, first you need to download the software that I just said, Vuln Server. Then you need to download the ODBG, which stands for debugger, Oli debugger. Okay, this is the one. This is the Vuln Server. Okay. You need backtrack. You need the fuzzer. Let me clean that out. Go there. Okay, so that's our fuzzer. You are going to need Wireshark as well. So let's start it. Okay, well, first thing, you need to run this. This is our vulnerable server. Okay, so if I telnet 172.16.1.7, this is 7, okay, 99999. Okay, as you can see, I'm connected. Then you type help, and then you can see that there is all those available commands. So stats command, normal, ltime command, value is just output that you usually find when you telnet a port in the waiting server. Okay, so we need to try to break this. Okay, in order to do that, we need to create a script, and the Fuzzer will try to create random requests and try to break it. And we are going to use the generic send TCP. Okay, then you need to create a file with the SPK extension. Sorry. Okay, there is a few examples here which you can just try out and change for your needs. In my case, I wrote this one, trunk.spk. trunk.spk. Okay, and the gmon.spk. Okay, so this here, sorry, it's in Portuguese, but this will read the line from the server when you telnet it, the welcome message. Okay, this, then you send it, and this is the command that you send. This is the command. Okay, so let's try to break it from, well, this first command will not break it, but yeah, let's give a try and then you can see what I mean. Generic send TCP gmon 00. Okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing. There is a bug in the backtrack, so you need to type let me get this. Yeah, so it's .ld.sh. Okay, so now we can try to run it. Oops. And 261.7. Forgot to put the port, sorry about that. Okay, so now it's trying random, and as you can see the server crashed. Okay, I'm just gonna open again, and then there is others. Use trun. I know that there is a problem on the trun command and on the gmon command. Okay, but if we change the script like trun to stat.spk stat.spk, and then we put here stat, and then we run stat. Okay, it's not gonna break it. Okay, because the stat command doesn't have any buffer overflow. Okay, see, done. That's here, still here. Okay, still working. So now we know the two commands that crash the server. So let me try to run this one, run, but this time I'm gonna run Wireshark because I need to know how many bytes crash the server. So let's go capture interfaces. This one. Yeah. Okay, and let's crash it. Okay, and as you can see, it's crashed. Okay, now if you go to Wireshark, stop it, and now we need to filter only that port. So TCP dot port equals 999. Oops, forgot one equal. Port equals 999. TCP dot port equals 9999. Okay, so now we need to find which one crashed the application. So let's try this one. Follow TCP stream. Nope, that's not the one. Filter that out. Let's try this one. Up, yeah, there you go. And we will see that this is the one, because if you just go to the end, you will see there's no connection closed here. So let's save this as crash run. Okay. Okay. So now we need to see how many bytes it took to crash the server. So if you type the command wc -m root crash run, you see there's 5060. Okay, but if you get it, try like crash run, if you remove this first bit here, then you'll end up with 5000 bytes. Okay, so now we need to create our first exploit. Okay, that will do exactly the same as the fuzzer. Okay, so this is our first exploit. It's really simple. It's just written in Perl. This is the header trun. This is the junk. 41 is the Xcode for A. So I'm going to send 5000 A's. Okay, so this time I'm going to read the server banner, and I'll send the header and my junk. Okay, and hopefully it will crash. So run serve 0 261 7 99999, and it sure did. As you can see, the server is crashed. Okay, now the next step is to find the EIP address. Okay, so now we need to open this Oli debugger. Okay, and we need to attach our run server. Okay, so it's now attached, and now it's paused. So I need to play. It's running. Okay, as you can see, it's running. Now, before we send our request again, we need to generate a pattern. There's a tool in pentest exploits framework tree, tools pattern, create.rb with 5000 bytes. Okay, so now we're going to copy this. Okay, and this is what we are going to send to the server. Okay, so that's our vuln 1. Okay, it's exactly the same, okay, as the other one, but this time we are going to send this junk. Okay, exactly the same. So let's run it again. Let's see if we find our IP address. As you can see, the server crashed and it paused. Okay, and that's your EIP address. So you need to take a note of this address, okay, because we are going to need it in the future. Okay, so let's leave it running. This is the same. If you don't want to read this, you can read this one. It's the same. It's not readable. Try to change the EIP or pass exception program. So you can close that. Yeah. Let's run it again. Okay. So now we have our EIP address. Okay. But now if you are running Windows XP Service Pack 3, then you should get exactly the same EIP as I did. Okay, so now we need to find we need to look in the memory for that value. Okay, so there is another tool on Backtrack, which is in pentest exploits framework tree tools pattern offset. Then you need to copy your EIP address, which is 0x. You just copy from the other field, which was 386 F4337 and 5 bytes. So it returns us 2003. Okay, now you need to overwrite the EIP with the jump ESP instructions. Okay, that's the basic stack overflow technique. You can use the MSFPES scan against the DLL of the software. In this case is the ESX func.dll. Okay, so I think I have it here. I copied from the server. Yeah, there you go. So if I just run msfp scan -j esp root ess func. Okay, now you can take the first one. Okay, copy that, and now because we are working with an Intel system, we need to reverse our EIP variable. Okay, so I will show that in a few seconds. Okay, now you need to launch a program in the target, like payload, calc, cmd, or whatever you like. In order to do that, there is another command on the backtrack, which is msf payload windows let's say that I wanted to just bind the shell prompt to port 444. Okay, so I'm going to use shell bind TCP L port 444, not because 4444 is it func equals process r msf msf encode minus t Perl, because we are using Perl, x86 alpha super. Just take a while. Okay, so that's your shellcode. Okay, so now you copy that, and we are going to put all together in our last exploit, which is this shell. Okay, so now we are sending 2003 A's. This is our EIP. Remember that I told you that we need to reverse. That's the function that does that. Pack V for reverse. Some knobs. This is the shellcode that I just created. Okay, and then you need to send everything. You need to send the header, the junk, the EIP, the knobs, and the shellcode. Okay, so let's try to do that. If I try to telnet 172.16.1.7.444, see, it's refusing because there's nothing missing on that port. But now if I just type shell 172.16.1.7.99999, there you go. As you can see, it's still running. Okay, it didn't crash. But now if we telnet ports 444, there you go. You have your command prompt, and as you can see, is the same here. Okay. Okay, now we can go one step further and port this exploit to Metasploit. Okay, so let's run it again. So if we go to pentest exploits framework 3 modules, exploits Windows MISC, I call it Vuln server. Okay, so this is like what looks like the Perl script converted to Metasploit. So this is just the basic information. You have to put this rank, if it's remote, local, name, description, author, payload. You can put one default if you want. Platform, you need to put that as Windows, rank, excellent, whatever, some back characters. The version, as I said, Windows XP SP3. This is the EIP address that we found out. If you want to add another some others EIPs, you have to try again with only with in a different OS like Windows 2000 or Vista or 7, whatever, that will be different IPs. Okay, that's connect, and then there's our header, there's the junk sending 2003, our IP knobs, and then it sends the header junk. It's exactly the same as the Perl script. So if we run it, and the build of it, it's now we can use the all payloads that Metasploit offers, like the Meterpreter, which is my favorite, or the remote VNC, or well, anything you want basically. So let's try that. Use Windows MISC Wun server. Okay, options, there you go. So let's set our target, roast 172.16.1.7. Let's set our payload. Let's see, payloads. I am going to use the Meterpreter, which is this one. This is the one. So set payload show options. Yep, that's fine for me. And exploit. See, got the connection, and there you go. We have our Meterpreter. So hash dump get system. Yeah, so there. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, well, just drop an email. Thank you all